How to get free money to invest. So in today's video, we're going to take a look at 7 different cards that will invest up to 10% of what you spend on them. So some of the cards will invest in individual stocks for you based on where you spend the money. Others will give you cash added to your investment account. And one of them will even give you free cryptocurrency. If you want to learn about any of these different cards, there'll be information down below in the description. With that said, let's talk about the first one. So the first card on our list is the new card by M1 Finance. So M1 Finance is one of my favorite investment platforms, and they recently launched this card. So the owner's rewards card will essentially give you up to 10% cash back in individual stocks. So let's take a look down a little bit further. So as you can see here, you can get 10%, 5%, or 2.5% cash back for specific public companies and 1.5% back on everything else. And then if we click on the full list, you can see all of the different companies where you would get stock in the company for each purchase. So Adobe, AMC, Chewy, Dropbox, GameStop, Lululemon, Netflix, Spotify, Tesla. There's a ton on here. Scrolling down further, you can see all the ones that'll give you 5% cash back: Chipotle, Delta, American Airlines, Etsy, Nike, Starbucks, etc. And then again, there's a ton at 2.5% cash back. The one thing to keep in mind with this card is to get the card, you need to be part of M1 Finance Plus, which costs $125 a year. The first year is free, but all the following years, you're going to essentially have an annual fee. So you're going to make sure you spend enough money at these individual companies to make up for the fee that you're going to be charged. I'm going to be doing a whole video to help you walk through what the best card is for you, depending on your spending. As soon as that video is ready, I'll link to it up above right here. But we're going to go through a couple of cards right now where you could essentially get 2% cash back added to your investment account. You can invest it however you like, as opposed to getting stock in specific companies, having an annual fee, and having varying rates of cash back. So the second card we're going to talk about today is the Sofi credit card. So with this card, you get 2% cash back on everything you spend. There's no annual fee. The catch with this for the cash back is it needs to be added to your SoFi money account, your SoFi investing account, or paying down a loan with SoFi. So for me, it's encouraging good financial behavior. So I'm going to be using the cash back from this card to add to my SoFi invest account. So I actually haven't set this up because it's a new card. Maybe you heard me talk about the card in this video up above on how to understand your credit card statement, but let's get everything set up with SoFi right now. One quick thing before we continue, I'm not a financial advisor and nothing in this video is financial advice. It's for purely educational purposes. Before purchasing any stock, ETF, cryptocurrency, or anything else, make sure to do your own research. With that said, let's get back to the video. Okay, so here is the dashboard. If you go into credit card, what you're gonna see here is I have 5,200 points. I wanna click on redeem. And so you can see here, active investing, I'll get $52, SoFi money, 52. Or if I want to lower my credit card balance, I only get half of that. I want to add to my investment account, and then let's add all of it. Next. Oh, I get to pick the stock even. What do I want to invest in today? Let's buy some Pinterest. Okay, the one thing I want to keep in mind too with this is there is an auto redeem feature. So what we're going to do here, the full balance into, never mind. It looks like if I do the auto redeem, it will not let me add it to the investment account. So I'll just have to go in here every once in a while, use all my points and purchase different stocks, probably even crypto or ETFs, things like that with the SoFi card. The next one I want to talk about, which is almost the same thing, is the Fidelity Rewards Visa Signature Card. So the exact same thing, you get 2% unlimited cash back, no annual fee, and will be added to your Fidelity account. So a less attractive version of the previous 2 cards would be the Charles Schwab Investor Card. So you can see here, you can get a $200 statement credit, no annual fee, and then you only get 1.5% cash back automatically deposited to your Schwab account. So if you have a Schwab account, not one of the other ones, you could get 1.5% added based on your spending. Not the best opportunity out there, but it's an option. So the next 2 options we're going to talk about are debit cards. So these 2 companies are a little bit different. They also charge a small fee for all of the services they're providing, and you can get up to 5% cash back added to your investment account. The thing is with Stash, this is probably my least favorite of all the options we're going to talk about today. You can get up to 5% cash back in their stock back card. But the thing is, I cannot find anywhere on the website where it actually lists what you get per company or how it varies. And the other thing here is the base reward for not specific companies. So you see right here is, $1 a month or $3 a month. So for $1 a month, $12 a year, you can get access to the stock back card. But then if we go down to this was closed before, how much stock will you earn? A lot of kind of basic purchases, you're going to get less than 1% cash back in stock, actually 0.125%, but it could be up to 5%. And I can't find anywhere what the specific ones are for different companies. So the next debit card option is Acorns. So with Acorns, there's two things you can do. One, you can get kind of cash back invested for you. And the other thing, you can top up your purchases, where essentially if you bought something for $2.50, they would round that up to $3. And then that extra 50 cents would be invested for you. So you're spending a little bit extra, but you're not going to notice that difference each time you use your card. And then all of a sudden you're going to have more money invested for you. There's also different rates depending on where you purchase things of how much you're going to get added to your investment account. The thing is, this is also really difficult to find with Acorns, but I was able to find a sneaky way to get it. If you add their Chrome extension, and then here you essentially get the list of the different amounts invested. So you can see 1.5%, 3.8, 4.9. There's specific dollar amounts sometimes, $375, $90. So you can see there's a lot of kind of interesting incentives here. This one is only 0.8. But you can see there's just, hundreds, maybe even over 1,000 different companies that have different amounts that will be invested based on your spending. So this could be a good option if you don't want to put your spending on a credit card. This I definitely like better than Stash. Okay, so the last card, the most important, the one you've been waiting for, is how to get free cryptocurrency from your spending. So that's with the Crypto.com card. So this one's really interesting for a couple of reasons. It's very different than a lot of the other options out there, because essentially what you can do to get different rewards is how much you're going to invest in Crypto.com's own cryptocurrency, CRO. So if you stake this amount of money, essentially put it in, let's say, a CD for 6 months, you can get different rewards. So if you don't put up anything, you get 1% rewards. If you put in $400, you get 2%. If you have $400,000 to invest, you could get 8% cash back on all of your spending. And based on the different cards, you get different benefits. So with the Ruby, you get 2% cash back and free Spotify. So this is really interesting to me because for $400 that you invest, obviously you can get this back in the future, you get free Spotify. So $13 a month gets reimbursed every single month for investing $400. That's a 30+% return. For the next one, you also get Netflix. The one below, you get Prime and Expedia discount. And you can get some cash back with Airbnb. With the more expensive ones, you get airport lounge access and some other benefits down below. But if you want to learn more about this card, as soon as I have the Ruby Steel card, I'll be doing a review. I'll link to that up above as soon as it's ready. So if you're interested in learning more about any of these cards, there'll be information down below in the description. If you want to learn more about investing, here's a playlist for you right here. If you want to learn more about credit cards, check out the playlist below. Hope to see you in those and future videos. Bye-bye.